How much did you make on that deal?
$13,000.
Wow,
Yeah.
$13,000 on your first wholesale deal. What's up, everybody? My name is Harwin, Francois, multi-six-figure real estate investor. And today I'm here with a special guest, my guy, one of my students, Jeremiah Charles. What's going on, my guy?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he just closed his first deal, and we're gonna dive deeper into that. But first, talk to me. Who are you? Where are you from? Let them know a little bit about you.
Yeah, like you said, my name is Jeremiah Charles. I'm from Florida, specifically Poinciana, Florida, for all the people back home. The 863 zip code, man. A little bit about myself. I used to play basketball at Discovery High School. Family guy, love to be around my family. Christian oriented, keep it God first. But that's just a little bit about myself and who I am.
Yeah. And another thing, bro, you're a Zoe, so that's why me and you instantly clicked, bro. So shout out to all the Zoes, bro.
For sure.
But talk to me, bro. So what's got you even interested in wholesaling? What caught your eyes about wholesaling?
The one thing that caught my eye, I would have to give, thanks to my uncle.
Yeah.
He was someone who kind of put that thought into my head about wholesaling and what the opportunity could bring. Not only that, it was just the proof of concept. I'm seeing people actually close deals, people actually living the life that they dreamed for. So that was two things that made me want to get to it. And most importantly, the situation I was in. It was 30, 45 days, you could close something and change your life. So that was just a no-brainer for me, not to just jump in and just see what it's about.
Okay. And tell me, what were you doing, either now or before, wholesaling?
Yeah, before wholesaling, I worked jobs before, but the job I was working is for Advent Health Hospital. I was a landscaper for that hospital before. I went to school. I went to college for 2 years at Valencia Community College for a healthcare management degree. And quickly I realized that that's just not what I want to do with my life. From there, I was working at the hospital, grinding, and it was just a no-brainer. Why not just take the risk and just see what my life could change into? Right.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the deal you just closed. How much did you make on that deal?
$13,000.
Wow,
Yeah.
$13,000 on your first wholesale deal.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to me. Walk me through the deal. How did you come about it? How did you find it? Where did the lead come from?
Yeah. So this lead came from the system that you guys provided, Call Tools. Mind you, I was not paying for this lead. This lead was just, here's the system. Let's go to work, basically. It was a cold call. This deal was out in, I believe, the North Carolina area. Pretty good deal. It had
what market specifically?
I think it was Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem, yeah. Winston-Salem market. Got the deal from a cold call. Consistent follow-up, because at first there was a tenant inside the property. She wasn't looking to sell at the time. That's why you guys teach in our program how follow-up is so important. So within a couple weeks, I believe 3 weeks of follow-up, she was ready to sign and ready to get a deal done for sure.
Okay, so let's talk about that. That's a good point that you bring up, follow-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got in touch with her for 3 weeks prior.
Yep.
And you consistently, how much times were you following up with her?
I was following her at least every week. She had it. No, every 2 to 3 days, I was giving her a call.
Okay.
I have to be front in line.
Okay.
I'm not in North Carolina. Someone in North Carolina can come and beat me. You guys teach that all the time.
Yeah.
I have to be front in line. So every 2 to 3 days, she was getting at least 2 to 3 contacts a week for me minimum.
Super, super important. That's something that we teach. Always, you want to be in front in the seller's mind. I mean, obviously, you're probably not the only one calling her. There's probably a whole bunch of other wholesalers giving her a call. So definitely great. So, okay, you got the deal. You got the lead, actually. You've been following up with her for 3 weeks. What was the initial offer that you gave her?
The initial offer that I gave her, she wanted $100,000 for her property.
Okay.
The initial offer, once we broke it down with our team and saw what we could initially offer, we started off below our below our MAO, which was at $85,000.
Okay.
And from there, we negotiated a little bit. We got it locked up at
$92,000. Okay, so she was at $100,000. You anchored lower because you don't want to anchor at the price that you really needed at. So you anchored below that at 85, and then you guys finally came to an agreement at 92,000. Okay, so now that you got the deal locked up, are you still following up with her? Are you
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Of course. Right now, I'm transaction coordinator. I like to call it cuddle. You got to cuddle the seller. You have to make sure they feel they feel loved during this stage. I mean,
Yeah.
I just gave you my property. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's like the cuddle stage, man. I want to make sure they feel secure, warm, like, hey, we're still here working on that back end for sure.
That's a good point that you make, because a lot of times you get deals under contract. I mean, you had multiple deals under contract prior, right? But it didn't obviously get to the finish line. Sellers want to know what's going on, right? You never know what other people might be hitting them up, giving them different offers. So you always want to make sure that they know everything is going well. Okay, so you got the deal locked up, $92,000, okay? So how did you come about finding the buyer?
Finding the buyer was the easy part. Given our group and given our system, all I had to do was literally a pickup handoff. Once I did the acquisitions part, getting it locked up, Randy and Harwin found the buyer. They did that extra work for me to make it a smooth, easy process.
Wow. So you're telling me you made $13,000 and all you did was basically get the lead locked up?
That's all I had to do. I just had to get it locked up, do follow up, and be the TC during that process, and it was easy. Just pick up, hand off.
Wow. Okay. And just tell me, how long did that process take from deal locked up to getting the deal to the finish line to you actually receiving your check?
I would want to say 30 or 45 days. Within that little time frame, it wasn't too long. Once I made contact with the seller, 30 to that 45 window, easy.
Okay, so that's amazing, bros. What's the mindset? Okay, you get the money. What's the mindset? Is your mind blown, or are you?
My mind open. It see that it was possible. It's seeing proof of concept that I'm able to do this. If I'm able to do it once, I could do it another time and again and again. And from there, it was just drive, and just scaling from there. Okay,
so that basically made you. Did it light a fire under you, or like?
It lit a fire. It lit a fire that was already there. I just needed the proof of concept that I was able to do it.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so you closed a deal for $13,000, right? You understand that it's a repeatable business, it's a repeatable cycle. What's next for you? What do you have in your mind as far as where you want to take this wholesale?
The next step for me definitely would be scaling as much as possible, taking it as serious as possible, and getting as much juice as I can. I seen that I could do it once, so after that is just learning from my mistakes and applying that to the future deals that I'm doing for sure.
Okay, and you mentioned that obviously the 0.1% system, it helps you close your deal and kind of baby walk you through your first deal.
Yes.
What could you tell the viewers about like the importance of having some type of mentorship?
What I want to tell them for sure is definitely without them, it would not have been possible. Mind you, all I had to do was get the deal locked up and hand it off to them. They took care of the back end stuff. Grateful, more than grateful for them. It's definitely easier to have a team around you who's invested into you. Get people who are wanting to be invested into your career, wanting to scale you up to wherever the sky takes you for sure.
Okay, and I do want to like correct you. I think you could have done it by yourself.
Yeah.
But like obviously with some guidance, with some mentorship, it's a lot easier.
It's way easier. Like having that team around me just helped the process, just baby step, boom, boom, boom. I got you, easy.
That's great, man. So I mean, just to end it off, like tell someone who's out there struggling to get their first deal. I know my first deal, it was a struggle. I actually got a couple deals locked up, could not get it to the finish line, but finally I broke through. What could you tell someone who's struggling out there to like close their first deal?
One thing I would tell someone out there is you definitely have to invest in the mentorship 100%. It's going to take time. As long as you stay consistent and come in day in and day out, it will close. Like I said, this deal I made a contact 30 to 45 days, boom, wire hit. I was so excited. So it's definitely possible. You have to get around those type of people. Invest in yourself. That's an investment in yourself to get better for sure.
But a lot of people, they get scared when, they got to pay money, but like it's really, you're paying yourself.
For sure, 100%. It's investment in yourself. If you're looking at like, no, invest in yourself first for sure. Come on.
Well, Jeremiah, bro, I'm definitely excited for what the future has in hold for you, bro. I remember when you first tapped in, I could see that fire in your eyes, bro, and you still got the same fire in you, bro. So definitely appreciate you tapping in.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And guys, you guys heard it straight from the source, all right? So please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, as I got a lot more fire content on the way for you guys.